All right, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight to listen to my speech. The speech I am making tonight is about the best trip I ever took, which was to Kauai, Hawaii. I went on many cool trips, such as Maui, Hawaii, but Kauai was definitely the best. I'm going to talk about just a few of the things that I did that was the most memorable about the trip, which was skydiving, surfing, and deep sea snorkeling. The first one starts out with skydiving. We show up at the airfield, we sign off our waivers and everything, sign off our lives, throw on our harnesses, pack up the chutes, take a couple videos, go up in the plane, fly up, and then we're just kind of just sightseeing and all that until we finally get to the drop zone at about 10,000 feet and we roll out of the plane. Within seconds, next thing you know, I'm in a free fall at 128 miles an hour, and and it's just scary as hell. And then after about 45 seconds, finally the chute pulls, we land back on the airfield, get on the ground. Come to find out, my dad actually wants to go up too, which led into me having to jump twice, which was honestly the best experience I ever had in my life. The second cool thing I did in Kauai was getting to surf for the first time ever. We went to the local surf shop, picked up a couple boards, went over to the bay in the middle of the day and started out with some entry-level waves, only at a maximum of about 5 feet at max. After a couple hours of frustration of trying to figure out exactly how to pick up waves, finally caught them, rode them for a few hours, a couple days and such. After I got comfortable with it, I went back out to the bay, swam out to all the other tourists and local surfers and started surfing with them. Did that for days on end till the last evening of our trip, which led into the sunset, which was the first time I swam or surfed on the sunset. The water was completely black. Caught a wave, and as I'm going on the wave, I see a shape follow the wave with me. Didn't think anything of it. I ride it out to the shore, jump off, look behind me, realize it was an actual shark trailing behind the wave. He turns around, swims back out, and goes underwater. Come and realize I actually had my first experience with a shark. The last cool thing we did was, I can't remember the name of the beach we went to, but it first started out with really cool shallow waters, seashells, and etc., just endless. We then kind of swim out a little farther, and it leads into a straight reef cliff. Just a complete drop off to about like 50 feet or something. You can't even see the sand at the bottom for the most part. After we're kind of swimming around there and all that, looking at the rock formations, we just see a shape of a sea turtle just kind of like swimming and such, trying to like get like a breath of air. And then my mom freaks out. She's just like, "Whoa, it's a sea turtle." So then once he comes out, gets a breath of air, he actually kind of socializes us and swims with us a little bit. And we're just kind of swimming around with him, playing a little bit, kind of feeling his shell and such, and touching his fin. And after that, he kind of takes a little slight descent down, just a little bit, and then we kind of trail too. We hold our breaths and follow. Then I kind of get the idea that like, hey, I wonder what it's like to actually, I wonder if he can actually like pull me through the water. So I swim down about like 10 feet, coming up behind him, grabbed him on by like the front of his shell, and next thing you know, he is just towing me through the water. Initially he's going at a descent, but I think I started like annoying him a bit, because he all of a sudden just started going to plummet down to the point where, you know, the pressure is just building in my ears and I can't let go to relieve the pressure out, and how to say goodbye, let go and go up, and then there he is just swimming down the bottom. And then my mom just yelling at me, she's like, "You're not supposed to touch him, you're about to see turtles." Which was really, really funny. But that was definitely the last of the coolest things that I did down there, which concluded skydiving, surfing, and snorkeling. Maui, Hawaii was definitely a cool trip, but I will always remember Kauai as my all-time #1 favorite trip. So anyway, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight to listen to this speech I gave you, and I hope you all have a great night. Yeah.